Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Wealth Around Us. I'm just up here on my high horse hill to come do another video about the hijet. This time I want to talk about what it's like to own and drive a hijet. Okay, where do I begin? See how small this thing is? That's what originally bit me about it. I said, oh my god, it's even smaller than I thought it was. It's 4.5 feet wide, 10 feet 6 inches long. It's 1,500 pounds, about 40 horsepower, 50 pounds-feet of torque. Gets the job done, man. These Japanese people, they are way ahead of the game as far as automotive is concerned, because they're doing a lot more with a lot less. This thing is basically, I mean, it's like their version of a quarter-ton pickup. It's basically a 92 Toyota pickup, is what it is. And I'll take you in here and show you the dashboard and everything. That's a 92 Toyota pickup, and down to the steering wheel. And see, this is the original seat. See how the seats are exactly like a Toyota, and the door cards are exactly like a Toyota. That's all it is. It's just a 92 Toyota pickup truck. It's a 4-speed, real, high-low, push-button 4-wheel drive, divorce transfer case. I had this seat redone with extra padding, and it just makes it all the better. It's like a new car or something. Just that $200 seat. Did those 4 pans there. This one I got very lucky on. It didn't have any rust. My mechanic noted that too. He said that's very good to see that it's not all seized up with salt and rust, because they usually are. Atlanta JDM importers were the ones who brought it in, and they send people over to Japan twice a year to pick out the cars. And he said that, Alan, the mechanic over at Excel Motorworks, he said that he's never seen a bad car come out of that place. And they, you know, it's great that car people are picky like that. But the former owner didn't have it for very long at all, but he did quite a bit of work to it, like the Rhine-X bed liner. That was a big plus. Let's see here. We've got all LEDs all around, and I did that. The tint and everything was professionally done. The stereo was professionally done. But having that Pioneer MV head unit in this thing, man, I am jamming all the time. I actually, I hate to say it, but driving it is a lot more fun than the FJ, and it's because of its phone connectivity to my phone and the Wi-Fi and all that. Like, for example, back here there is a, oh, door's locked. There's a laptop behind the passenger seat, and that's that laptop you saw at the Fort Yargo video. But it links to the phone too. The laptop has an app that links to the phone, so you can make a call on the laptop, or you can be like, sitting over there with the laptop and make a call from it, as long as the camper is nearby. Yeah, and I did turn it into a camper. This has a ton of, we got about 100 pounds of equipment in it. Like, we'll give you a look here. As you can see, it's all there. The tent hammock, the tent cot, and the sink and all that stuff is back in the house, and that would be like here, and here. And then I just throw that web of cargo net over it. I'm actually very considering, I'm probably going to pull the trigger on it, but there's going to be a canvas top I'm buying from Japan for it that makes it like a little army truck, and I'll be able to sleep in there. Because the one downfall of my system at the rate is my own self. I don't sleep well, and every little noise wakes me up. And sleeping in a tent is like every leaf that hits the tent. You wouldn't think it would make a big sound, but it's like, and then it, when the wind, the wind drags it across the side of the tent. I mean, it makes noise from touching your tent to the very bottom. And then there was the whole thing of like spiders and stuff were nesting in the top of my rainfly when I woke up, and it was just generally a bad state of affairs. Tents for some people, I think I want to do a little bit different tent situation, so we're going to have the top is going to be on there, and it has sides that fold up on it, and it's pretty cool. But overall, the Daihatsu hijet. Here, the fan just came on. The Daihatsu hijet is like shockingly good as a car. Like it keeps pace with any of these, from 0 to 50, it keeps pace with a normal car. And you normally aren't doing any more than that, just driving around town, or even, like when I drove at Fort Yargo, speed limit's 60 or 65. Yeah, it's 65 up there, and it'll do around 50, and it doesn't seem to have a lot of problems. Other people see it as a car. A lot of people don't even notice it, and if you do, you usually stop me to talk about it. But yeah, I mean, I've been dailying this thing now just because it's so fun to drive, and it holds 7 gallons of gas, and I haven't filled it up in 2 weeks. But yeah, little 3-cylinder motor, only 40 horsepower. That's all, just about all it needs. It is kind of sketchy in that the first gear is a granny gear, but it's required to take off. So you're vroom, vroom, but yeah, that first gear, like way before the fame was saying, that first gear gets a little bit hard to work with. As I understand it, the Subarus are not like that. I don't know if the Suzukis are like that. I know that me and Casey raced ours. He has the General So. It's an orange Suzuki Carry of the same year, and it's hilarious. He's got the 01 on the door and the rebel flag on the roof, and General So right there on the door pillar near the rear. It's funny, but he can spank the ass off of the hijet. So it makes me think it's either got lower gears or a different rear end. That's what I'm thinking. He also has the locking rear end. This thing doesn't. It's not a climber. It's a 4x4, but it doesn't have the climber package, which, to my knowledge, all 4 wheels will not lock up on a hijet or any kind of mini truck. You get a diff lock, an electronic diff lock with the back end, and on the front end, the axle lock is what they call that. It's not like you're thinking. It makes one wheel synchro with the back wheels. It doesn't lock both the front end wheels up. So one wheel back and forth spinning. But that being said, I just look at where I drove up here. You literally cannot see any kind of grass or anything. It didn't even disturb the pine straw going over it. Look right there. That is the only place it made any kind of mark whatsoever. Was right there. It disturbed a little bit of pine straw, and that right there from coming up. But yeah, as a stealth, like camping rig, bug out vehicle goes, you couldn't ask for a whole hell of a lot more than that. That thing will get anywhere a 4-wheeler will get. And then there is the idea of getting creamed in it. Yeah, it's let's just say it is not a it's not a Suburban. You get in a wreck in this thing, you're probably going to lose your legs, not your life. And that's one of the things about it. It's just like some guy told me, like, you've got some serious balls driving that thing around. Yeah, and yeah, that's probably true. But I just look at it like driving a motorcycle. I just maintain a Zen awareness of what's going on around me at all times, just like you do on a motorcycle or on your 4-wheeler. I never drove my 4-wheeler on the roads per se, and that's what's kind of so cool about it. It's like having a little 4-wheeler that's street legal. And yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like something dawns on you, and the next thing you know, you're driving it every day. But yeah, the Daihatsu hijet, extremely reliable, I'll say that. Its air conditioner has not been recharged since 1992. I found that out, and it still blows cold. And when it does need a recharge, everything's still good on it. The magnetic clutch for the air conditioner was a problem, and they couldn't get parts for it to find another one. And his mechanic, and this was the former owner, his mechanic just drenched it down in brake cleaner and tapped it with a hammer, and bang, it started right back up. And it's been running fine ever since. The heat, I'm starting to miss that heat right now because it's cold out. But yeah, the heat is legit. The air is legit. The stereo is legit. I mean, like, everything about this little car, it's just a tiny little pickup truck. That's all it is. And it runs like a top. It's actually, it's only got like 45,000 miles on it, I think. Yeah, it's only got like 45,000 miles, and it just runs like a top. Now that sound you're hearing, that is some kind of pulley bearing or something. We checked it out, and it is not bad. It just makes a sound like that. It just... But that's about as loud as it is. It's extremely quiet. It's extremely fuel efficient. Little motor rev. But yeah, owning it, it was a lot cheaper than a side-by-side. It's a lot more comfortable and useful and reliable. And it just has a flair to it. I don't know what it is about these little snub-nosed white trucks, but they are something else. Anyone who has took real close note of it has stopped me and talked my ear off for 30 minutes about it. They want to know exactly where I got that, how I got that, how fast will it go, how much will it haul, things like that. Is it actually from Japan? Yeah, I mean, this is it. It's 92 Japanese Toyota pickup truck. That's all it really is, and it's just as convenient and comfortable as having one. So thanks for watching, everybody. That's my little rant about the Daihatsu Hijet. If you do happen to get on Facebook Marketplace, look up mini truck, you might find one near you. That's the thing. You got to make sure they got a clear title so you can get them on the road. But other than that, if you're just looking for a little woods toy, this is you. So do go and check them out. Thanks for watching, everybody, and always remember, there's a wealth around you. Stay safe.